Let's talk about the American Revolution. Before we start, please subscribe to History's Unveiled channel. American Revolution, also known as the United States War of Independence or the American Revolutionary War, took place from 1775 to 1783. It was an insurrection in which 13 of Great Britain's North American colonies sought political independence, leading to the formation of the United States of America. This conflict followed over a decade of increasing estrangement between the British Crown and a significant portion of its North American colonies. The root cause was British attempts to exert more control over colonial affairs after a long period of salutary neglect. Initially, this was a civil war within the British Empire, but it transformed into an international war when France and Spain joined the American colonies against Britain in 1778 and 1779, respectively. The Netherlands also played a role by providing recognition and financial support to the United States while dealing with its own war against Britain. From the outset, sea power played a crucial role in shaping the war's course. The British strategy of flexibility, combined with a relatively small number of troops sent to America, allowed them to compensate and facilitated French support that ultimately led to the British surrender at Yorktown. On land, the Americans fought the war with two main types of organizations, the Continental National Army and state militias. The Continental Army consisted of 231,771 men over the course of the conflict, provided by state quotas, while the militias totaled 164,087. However, the American forces rarely numbered over 20,000 at any given time, and in 1781, there were only about 29,000 insurgents under arms across the country. These forces were poorly disciplined, with elected officers serving for short terms, often not exceeding 3 months. The Continental Army's terms of service gradually increased from 1 to 3 years, and maintaining adequate troop strength was challenging due to various factors. In contrast, the British Army was a professional, reliable force, consisting of about 42,000 troops. Extensive recruiting programs brought in enlisted men from various backgrounds, including farm boys and urban residents, who became efficient soldiers through training and discipline. British officers primarily came from the gentry and aristocracy, obtaining their commissions through purchase. While they lacked formal military training, many American officers relied on book knowledge of military tactics. However, British generals often struggled with imagination and initiative, and those who displayed such qualities tended to be overly rash. The British government's use of foreign mercenaries, purchased from German princes, particularly the Landgrave of Hesse, further fueled antagonism in America. The colony of Massachusetts was considered disloyal by King George III, leading to the implementation of punitive measures known as the Intolerable Acts in 1774. These measures aimed to suppress dissent, and they abrogated the 1691 Charter of the Massachusetts Bay Colony, replacing the colonial ruling council with military government. The situation escalated with events like the Boston Tea Party, leading to rising tensions and the outbreak of violence. General Thomas Gage, in command of British troops in North America, sought to seize colonial military supplies, leading to clashes at Lexington and Concord in April 1775. Paul Revere's Midnight Ride and the battles of Lexington and Concord provided crucial information about British intentions. This marked the beginning of the Revolutionary War, and it eventually led to the Siege of Boston and the Battle of Bunker Hill, where American forces faced British assaults and achieved a moral victory despite losses. Is there a specific aspect you'd like to focus on, or more information you need about the American Revolution?